We're here to talk about alternative facts is fact master Barry Nussbaum, all the way joining us via Skype. Hey, Barry, glad to have you back.
Good evening, Andrea. Good to be with you.
Hey, so I don't know if you've been following this big dust up on the alternative facts, my fact man. What do you think about all this?
You know, there's so much spin that comes out of Washington. You don't know what to believe because it depends on who's telling you the facts as to what the real true story is. And it's so amazing how strong the media is to find fault with the Trump administration that's literally a day or two old, and already the fighting has started. I believe very strongly, however, and this was reflected in November at the electoral counting, that the press is right below used car salesmen in terms of likability and believability, and Trump has control of his Twitter account, so he can reach the voters around, over, and through the press. So it really doesn't matter. I don't think Sean Spicer has to work quite as hard as he is working. Let Donald tell the truth, and I think the story will get out.
Yeah, you know, I think that for years now, the average American public, especially Republicans, we've known how in the tank the media was for the left and for the Democrats. And so, you know, it was especially revealed thanks to WikiLeaks exactly how colluded the media was. I mean, we found out that Donna Brazile was feeding questions to Hillary Clinton. So we know that the media has been in the tank for them for a while. And Americans are loving the pushback right now. They're loving the fact that the press corps doesn't even know whether or not they're going to be based in the White House anymore. They're loving the fact that they're getting called out for their fake news stories. And so people are applauding that today. In fact, maybe if Romney had kind of pushed back against the alternative facts that Candy Crowley put forth in terms of helping Barack Obama with his lie in that debate in 2012, maybe he might have been president. So, I mean, and then you get to thinking about all the alternative facts, i.e. lies that have been going on for 8 years, Barry. Lies about that Benghazi was about a video. Lies involving Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation, the email schemes. Lies about Fast and Furious. Lies about the IRS. It has been never ending. It's been an alternative universe of alternative facts. And so I love now that we've got a president pushing back against all of it. But I want to shift gears in terms of what he's done so far. Today was his first day, and he made quite some moves. And what did you think about it, including what he's doing with Obamacare?
Well, Obamacare was actually, as I understand it, Andrea, the first executive order that was signed over the weekend. He made a signature on an executive order that lessened the enforceability of the ACA such that noncompliance is no longer going to be a big problem. So the first step was a very important step, which he's starting to unwind it. There's a problem logistically, which is you can't just stop the ACA. It is so deeply entrenched now in the way healthcare is provided, especially for the formerly uninsured. So there's going to be a repeal and a replace, and he's very, very clear. It's going to be a free market system, which this was supposed to have been. There will be choice among healthcare providers, which this was supposed to have, and there's going to be choices. Keep in mind right now, under the Affordable Care Act, it's been such an economic disaster that in most places, at most, there are only two choices, and in a third of the states, there are only one provider available for people to choose from, which is not really a choice. Trump is talking about a true free market alternative, which is to say, if you're in California, you can sign up through a provider in New York or Illinois or Florida. So there will be market systems in place, which is the American way. We truly have a socialized medicine system now, Andrea, where the people that are paying premiums are supporting all the people that don't pay for the premiums, and that's why it's going broke. And that's why premiums have doubled and tripled for some of the payers. It's a disastrous system, and Trump is right. Most people hate it. The people that vote and pay taxes hate it because they don't want to pay for everybody else. So you're going to see a replacement in the coming weeks. I'm very confident.
Yeah, well, the Democrats, they're not giving up on it, though. I mean, if you look at Harry Reid, he's going around today saying people are going to die. You know, and I'm saying, you keep going on with that, Harry. You know, stay in denial as to where the American people are with it. Not only do they understand that it's a complete bust and that their premiums are triple or quadruple what they were supposed to be and the deductibles are higher, but it is the #1 drag on business because it is such a drag from, I think there's something like 40 taxes involved in Obamacare. And not to mention the fact that something else that's a drag on our healthcare system is what's happening with immigration. And that's one reason why immigration was one of Trump's top issues on the campaign trail, because we know that we've got an open border and we've got people coming here with no skills, no money, no education. They can't even speak the language. They're not going to be able to afford their own healthcare system. How would that affect Obamacare?
Oh my goodness, there's going to be all kinds of choices and changes with immigration coming right up.
All right. Well, speaking of coming right up, we're going to pick this up on the other side of the break. More with Barry and America Trends coming right up.